Good evening. Welcome to Final Fantasy VII in real life. I'm in my kitchen. My phone is on a tripod doohickey, so I can't move it. But you don't need to see my face. What's going on tonight? Not much. I'm just going to play a little bit of Final Fantasy VII. Because I am out of Midgar. I have reached Calm. And I'm going to play through Calm later, another day, because I am too tired. I waited too long. Time got away from me. But there's a few optional objectives that I can do. I'm going to set up my PlayStation 1, my PS1 mini. I'm going to set it up in the kitchen. I'm going to leave it here for the next couple days. So when I have spare moments, I can go around the Midgar area and try to get the Matra Magic enemy skill. Matra Magic is an enemy skill that the custom sweeper enemies cast occasionally. You can also steal Barrett's weapon, Atomic Scissors. So that's my other side quest that I'm working on. Getting Matra Magic on the enemy skill materia at this point in the game is going to be good because it's a very versatile spell. It's a powerful spell, and I can switch that materia to whoever I want to be the backup DPS person to deliver some more damage per second. And Matra Magic, it just looks really cool. So you know what? There's 3 people in my party. And for this to work, the custom sweeper has to cast the spell on the right person. But I have the cover materia. So that makes it easier because I will give the cover materia to Barrett, most likely, and the enemy skill materia. Run around in the Midgar area. And see if I can get these dang old sweepers to cast the spell on me. I don't know how to get the morph thing. X potion sounds cool, but later in the game I can get a morph materia. Guess you morph custom sweepers into, or you can morph enemies into potions. Pretty powerful potions. Pretty powerful potions. So I gotta set this thing up. My desk is a mess, and my other monitor is downstairs with a pile of other computer stuff I'm attempting to sort out at this moment, so I didn't want to carry stuff upstairs and have to, I don't know how is this supposed to work? I didn't want to do a lot of cleaning and moving stuff around in my office, in my bedroom, whatever, the room where I have a desk and a futon. Luckily I've got this portable monitor, got it for $100 off Amazon. 15 inches. So I will leave it here on my kitchen counter. I need a power plug. Power adapter, which is upstairs too. It's right here. Everything you need is right here. And a big pile. And a pile of stuff that's falling over. I tend to organize using the piles system, which means I just make piles of things. Sheila, my dog, is wondering who the heck I'm talking to. She doesn't understand digital technology because she's a dog. Plug that in here, plug this in here. Plug the USB doohickey into the adapter thingamajigger. Now I need to find my HDMI to mini HDMI cable. Probably in another pile. I had a smaller one. Oh, here it is. Where is it, Sheila? There's not going to be any cooking right now, my little doggy. And you've already had dinner. What is this? I opened the wrong one. That's the USB-C. Don't need that. Here we go. HDMI to mini HDMI. Now Sheila grumbled and laid down. Good girl, Sheila. Realizing that me talking did not mean that anything fun was going to happen for her. Man, this guy's falling apart. It's almost 30 years old. All right. Flip the switch here. It's already on. Power. Let's see, maybe I should turn off the backlight. Maybe I should just turn off all the lights. Turn back on the backlight. Set sound. Turn up the volume on here. Brightness. Nice. Volume. Volume. Which one's the volume? Sheila, hush. Probably gonna only play for like half the amount. Setup took about 10 minutes. Probably gonna play for about 10 minutes and then pass out. This will be a test. In 10 minutes, can I get those sweeper enemies to cast Matcha Magic on me? Need some volume. I think this has a built-in speaker. It had an audio setting. There we go. Yeah. It's pretty quiet, but it'll work. Oops, I do not need the guide right now. I know what I'm doing. Oh, I think I did the wrong thing. I need to load my save state. So let me just, what is it? Reset? Do you want to delete the existing resume point and save a new one? No. No, sirree, Bob. Because I want to load my resume point. Check out these lovely textures. Lovely ground textures. Look at that. What do we got going on? It's actually kind of loud. Oh yeah, I forgot that when I selected my party to lead Midgar, I just picked the boys. Cloud, Barrett, and Red 13. The boys are back out of town. Dang it. It's always tripped me up that circle is the select button, although circle meaning OK does make sense, but I'm just used to X meaning select or OK on most PlayStation games. I mean cross. I think this is actually called cross, not X. Because you know these are the four basic shapes. The four like in prehistory, from like looking at cave drawings and stuff. This is actually the first four shapes that human beings drew. These four, and also the spiral, which is interesting because the Dreamcast logo is a spiral. So between the PlayStation and the Dreamcast, the logos encompass the 5 basic shapes of early humanity, which I think is interesting. Now let's check this materia. All fire, cover, enemy skill. I already set it up the way I wanted it last time. Cover is only 20%, so 1 in 5 times, 1 in 5 attacks, Barrett's gonna take the hit. How many of those attacks are going to be Matra Magic from a custom sweeper? I do not know. I'm sure that information is out there on a spreadsheet, but I prefer to experience it for myself. Oh yeah, look at this. Here is El Sweepero. Uno y dos. Here we go, fire. I'm gonna have Red 13 trying to steal the Atomic Scissor, Barrett's next weapon. I guess Cloud's just gonna be healing, like curing the bros. Tossing. There he goes. Look at that! Oh my gosh! Woo! Immediately got the enemy skill. They attacked Barrett first with that thingamajiggy. I was not expecting that to happen. Okay. Look at that. Okay, so they cast this a lot in a battle. It's good to know. All right, Barrett. Okay, so let's still... Atomic Scissors stolen! The first random battle accomplished my objectives. Amazing. I was setting this up so that I could spend time here and there getting that one item and that one enemy skill. And I got them both in the first fight. Hey, Allie. It is crazy. I'm glad you're here. So let's equip the Atomic Scissor for Barret. It's a really good weapon for this part of the game. And you know what? Since I can save here, I'm going to save right away. Hey, Ant. Really happy to have you watching. And I'm glad you enjoyed that. That just popped into my head. And it's interesting. Interesting factoid. So, since that was so quick, I'm going to go to Calm, the next town in the storyline, and just knock out the first couple of objectives outlined in my ultimate guide. There's going to be a cutscene too, a memory sequence. So that'll be fun to watch. Let's go to Calm. Quaint little town. I've got select buttons. Select button shows all the places I can go. So that's handy. Oh, okay. There's some items. There's items in these houses. And I'm just going to go systematically down the list. First one is the inn, but I think this might trigger the cutscene. Oh, okay. There's a dresser over here. Oh, here's the gals. And the dudes. 5 people sharing 3 beds. Good night. Good night, chat. Yes. Hear your story. The one about Sephiroth and the crisis facing the planet. Let's hear it all. I'm just going to read it out loud so I can do it for timing. I used to want to be like Sephiroth, so I joined Soldier. After working with Sephiroth on several missions, we became friends. You call that a friend? Says Barret. Yeah, well, He's older than me, and he hardly ever talked about himself. So I guess you'd call him a war buddy. We trusted each other until one day, after the war, it was soldiers' duty to put down any resistance against Shinra. That was 5 years ago. I was 16. It sure is raining hard. Pay attention to this scene because it's gonna come back again much later with new details. New things coming to light in the story much later. Get the volume up. When you hear those wiper blades, hey, how you doing? This guy's sick. He doesn't want to talk. I wouldn't know. I've never had motion sickness. Everything's okay? Hey. Settle down. They gave me some new materia. He's 16, so he has to talk like a teen. I can't wait to use it. Can't wait to use materia to put down a civil uprising. Just like a kid. You gonna brief us about the mission? This isn't a typical mission. Good. Why do you say that? I joined soldiers so I could be like you. But by the time I made first class, the war was already over. My big hopes of becoming a hero like you ended with the war. That's why I always sign up whenever there's a big mission. Kind of a way to prove myself. Say, how do you feel, Mr. Sephiroth? I thought you wanted a briefing. Our mission is to investigate an old Mako reactor. There have been reports of it malfunctioning and producing brutal creatures. First, we will dispose of those creatures. Then we will locate the problem and neutralize it. Brutal creatures? Where? The Mako reactor at Nibelheim. Nibelheim? That's where I'm from. Hometown. Sirs, something strange just crashed into our truck. That would be our monster. Do I fight in this? Yes. Oh, I can fight as Sephiroth. I forgot this part. This is cool. We've got 3,000 hit points. And he does 3,000 damage. Good lord. Cloud got dead. Sephiroth kicked ass. Sephiroth's strength is unreal. He is far stronger in reality than any story you might have heard about him. So, where do you come in? Interesting question, Aerith. Me, I was mesmerized by the way Sephiroth fought. ... says Tifa. And then we reached Nibelheim. How does it feel? It's your first time back in your hometown in a long time, right? So how does it feel? I wouldn't know because I don't have a hometown. How about your parents? My mother is Genova. She died right after she gave birth to me. My father... What does it matter? All right, let's go. It's so boring being on watch. You want to do what we always do? What do we always do? I want to know. Shall we practice? Oh, you mean practice my pose? Does someone in Soldier always have to be careful about what other people think? How did it go? How did it go? Was it like this? Good job. All right. I really don't want to be in Soldier. No! I didn't mean to talk to him again, but let's see what the other option is. See what this guy has to say. Psst! You keep wandering around here and you'll get in trouble. I go over here. Yo, wait a minute, says Barrett. Isn't that, the name of Sephiroth's mother? I remember Genova. That's that damn headless spook living in the Shinra building. Rah! That's right. Barrett, would you please let us hear what Cloud has to say? You can ask questions later, says Tifa. Tifa, I was only... Okay, Cloud, continue. Good night. Thanks for watching. Check out the rest of this tomorrow. It's pretty epic and intense if you haven't played Final Fantasy VII in a while. The town was quiet. Everyone must be staying in their houses, afraid to come out because of the monsters. No, maybe they're afraid of us. We leave for the reactor at dawn. Make sure you get to sleep early. All we need is one lookout, so you others get some rest. I need to get a stool. I'm just standing up right here. Alright, oh, that's right. You may visit your family and friends. I heard Sephiroth was coming and got my camera ready. I want a shot of Sephiroth and a monster. Take my picture. I don't take pictures with nobodies. Oh, burn. Man, I'm so nervous. How come? Look, you never know when a monster's gonna show up, right? Is Shinra here to get rid of the monsters? And who are you? I'm Zangan, a traveler around the world teaching children martial arts. I have 128 students all over the world. Will Zangan be a recurring character? In this town, a girl named Tifa is my student. Did you say Tifa? Tifa has good sense. She'll be a powerful fighter. What are you looking at? Says Cloud. This scenery. I feel like I know this place. We're a short one bed. As always. No matter how many people, there's always just 3 beds in these ding old RPGs. I don't think I can get any items in this. But I like to still try. Everything that looks like a container, I gotta click it. That looks like a materia orb up there. Or an apple. A green apple. Dot, 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 says Sephiroth. We have an early start tomorrow. You should get some sleep soon. Yeah, let's get some sleep. I've hired a guide to the Mako reactor. I've heard she's young. Hope we can rely on her. Once the guide gets here, we're heading out. Tifa's father. Listen to me, Sephiroth, in case something happens. Trust me. I'll be all right, Dad, says Tifa. She's a country gal, so she talks with a little twang. I have 2 men from Soldier with me. I'm Tifa. Nice to meet you. Tifa, you're the guide? That's right. I just happen to be the #1 guide in this town. It's too dangerous. I can't involve you in something like this. Then there's no problem if you protect her. Let's go. Mr. Sephiroth, please let me take one picture for a memento. Remember this moment. It'll come up again later. Tifa, can you ask him for me too? Cheese. Great, thank you. I'll give each of you a copy once I get it developed. Developed? What does that mean? The Mako reactor was built in Mount Nibel. This is the part that I was remembering. The cold air of the mountain of Nibel, it was no different. Oh crap! Everyone seems to be all right. Can we get back to where we were? These caves are intertwined, just like an ant farm. Oh, in Sephiroth, there seems to be one person missing. It may sound cold, but we've got no time to search for him. We can't go back now, so we must go on. We'll travel together from here. Party on! I don't remember this, and the thing about this guide is it doesn't give a walkthrough of the story parts. So, because this guy's premise is that he wants you to experience it for yourself. That's why it's more like a guidebook than a walkthrough. I don't know, so I don't know how long this memory sequence is. So, oh gosh, I'm gonna call it a night. Oh. And save my state. Pick it up again next time. That was pretty cool. With the absolutely no grinding needed to get those items. And now the story shall go on. After Calm is the Chocobo Ranch. So that's going to be fun. I want to get to that part. But first I got to get through this memory sequence and then just loot and pillage all the items that I can from Calm and move on. So that will be next time on FF7 IRL. Thanks for watching. Welcome back to Final Fantasy VII in real life. I'm on my lunch break in the middle of doing other stuff. But you know I gotta play Final Fantasy VII like it's my job. Or else I'll never finish it. I want to get through this thing. My plan is to act like a film, like a director. My plan is to act like a documentary. Okay, take 3. My plan is to act like a documentary filmmaker and obtain 100% coverage on camera of every single thing in Final Fantasy VII, even beyond what's in this guide. But this guide guides you through about 99% of it. There's a couple inaccuracies. There was a second edition of this printed, but I'm not worrying about that now. I'm going through the story. I'm enjoying the story. I have not played through the first disc of Final Fantasy VII since it came out a long time ago. If you recall from last time, I was in a flashback sequence where Cloud was returning to his hometown, Nibelheim. Tifa is his guide, and Sephiroth's guide, going through this cave thingamajiggy. This part, as a memory sequence, is not in the guide. There aren't anything strategic or hidden, necessary, whatever. Words are failing me today. I haven't had enough coffee. I'm not going to have enough coffee. There's not enough coffee in the world. So I'm just going to run through this. I'm going to zoom through this. Get back to the present in the game. This is a story being told by Cloud to Barrett, Tifa, and Aeris from his memory about this mission they went on. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, which is not a good feeling when you're used to playing a game with a walkthrough, an ultimate guide. But, you know, face the unknown, face the fear, and do it anyway. That's what the ADHD coach wrote in a book that I read. So that's what I'm doing. I don't really have to worry. Sephiroth kicks ass. Look at that. 1600 damage. There's glare on my screen because it's daytime. It's so bright outside. August and September are brutal in Florida. I cannot go outside without dying 1,000 times. I don't like to die 1,000 times a day. Just get through this. Maybe eat some lunch. I'm drinking a latte for lunch. My stomach is upset. I'm kind of sick. I caught a bug from the kids. I caught a bug from school being back in session. That always happens. Every year when school is back in session, the kids swap all their germs. And me, this germ, gets sick a little bit with the mystery disease of the season. What's this, says Cloud. A mysteriously colored cave. It must be the Mako energy. This mountain is especially abundant in it. That's why the Mako reactor was built here. My character voices are not good. Still working on that. Nothing in here. Dead end cave. Look at this. Oy vey. Come on, Sephi, take him out. No ice. If I miss something in here, I hope somebody tells me. Because as far as I know, there's nothing else but the storyline going on in here. And what's this? A Mako fountain. It's a miracle of nature. That's not Sephiroth's voice. It's so beautiful. That's not really Tifa's voice. If the Mako reactor continues to suck up the energy, this fountain will dry up too. Boo-hoo. Materia. When you condense Mako energy, materia is produced. It's very rare to be able to see materia in its natural state. By the way, why is it that when you use materia, you can also use magic too? You were in Soldier and didn't even know that? Dang, Seph, he doesn't hold back. He's rude. The knowledge and wisdom of the ancients is held in the materia. Anyone with this knowledge can freely use the powers of the land and the planet. That knowledge interacts between ourselves and the planet, calling it magic, or so they say. Magic, a mysterious power. What's Tifa doing? Ha, ha, ha! Did I say something funny? A man once told me never to use an unscientific term such as mysterious power. It shouldn't even be called magic. I still remember how angry he was. Who was this person? Hojo of Shinra Inc., I could have guessed, and I did guess. An inexperienced man assigned to take over the work of a great scientist. He was a walking mass of complexes. A Mako fountain, so this is where the knowledge of the ancients is. Look at this thing. Tubular, steampunk tubular. I know the Mako reactors suck the life out of the planet, but they look really cool in steampunk and cyberpunk. Cyber steampunk. Tifa, you wait here. I'm going inside too. I want to see. I really think you don't, girl. None of us want to see the horrors inside this reactor. But we're going to. Take care of the lady. Take care of the lady. Stop, lady. You cannot go this way. Darn it! I'm mad now. Better take real good care of me then. This is reminiscent of the very first Mako reactor from the first sequence in the game. Where do I go? Where do I go? How do I get down there? Look at those gears! Grind-tastical. This is Jenova, right? The lock won't open. It says Jenova right there. All over the place. But what are these other things? Cloud, close the valve. Yes, sir, Mr. Sephiroth, sir. How do I close the valve? What valve? He couldn't have done that? He was standing right in front of it. Why did it break? Let me take a look-see. Now I see, Hojo. But even doing this will never put you on the same level as Professor Gast. This is a system that condenses and freezes the Mako energy. That is, when it's working correctly. Now, what does Mako energy become when it's further condensed? Oh yeah, it becomes materia. Right, normally, but Hojo put something else in there. Take a look. Oh dear. How do I look? Come on, man. Look through the window. I'm trying. Ah! There she blows. What is this? Normal members of Soldier are humans that have been showered with Mako. You're different from the others, but still human. But what are they? They've been exposed to a high degree of Mako, far more than you. Is this some kind of monster? Exactly, and it's Hojo of Shinra that produced these monsters. Mutated living organisms produced by Mako energy. That's what these monsters really are. Normal members of Soldier? You mean you're different? Hey, Sephiroth. No! Was I? Was I created this way too? Says Sephiroth. Am I the same as all these monsters? Sephiroth? You saw it. All of them were humans. Human? No way! I've always felt since I was small that I was different from the others, special in some way. But not like this. Am I human? I didn't quite understand what Sephiroth was saying at that time. I was even more surprised by that fact that Shinra was producing monsters. Damn, Shinra. The more I hear, the more I hate them. Who would have ever thought the Mako reactor held a secret like that? That would seem to explain the increase in the number of monsters recently. I think we should listen carefully to Cloud. Don't you think so, Barret? Why are you talking to me? Save game and take a rest. Sure. Yeah, maybe so. Want to take a breather here? Yeah, maybe so. Clouds passed. Saved in slot 1. Tifa, you were waiting outside then? With that random soldier? We returned to Nibelheim. Sephiroth confined himself at the inn. He didn't even try to talk to me. Then all of a sudden he just disappeared, right? We found him inside the biggest building in Nibelheim. The villagers used to call it Shinra Mansion. Long ago, people from Shinra used to live in that mansion. That's why they called it Shinra Mansion. Does the guide say anything about Shinra Mansion? I'm just gonna take a look-see. Take a looky-loo. Nothing about Shinra Mansion in this part of the guide. I want to say it comes up later. So let's see what we can find out at this point. Seems like a normal mansion so far. Normal abandoned spooky mansion. Of course, they got the barrel room. No mansion is complete without a barrel room. Lovely atrium back here with a identical dining room. Wait, this is the one I was already in. My sense of direction is poor in games for some reason. That's a recurring theme for me. Turn this light off. I need to get some curtains in here in the daytime. It is bright. The sun, I won't go on about the sun, but good lord. A safe. Another a solarium. Do. There's no sign of Sephiroth, but I know him. I saw him go into this room. Down the spooky spiral staircase. Into the Cave of Wonders. Barrels, check. Are these skulls? Yeek. An organism that was apparently dead was found in a 2,000-year-old geological stratum. Professor Gass named that organism Jenova. X year, X month, X day. Jenova confirmed to be an ancient. X year, X month, X day. Jenova project approved. The use of Mako Reactor 1 approved for use. My mother's name is Jenova. Jenova Project. Is this just a coincidence? Your mother could have been named for the ancient. Doesn't necessarily mean she's that 2,000-year-old organism, right? Professor Gast, why didn't you tell me anything? Why did you die? These are cool. I like these glowing green things. No underground layer. Science layer is complete without glowing green thingamajiggies. I love this camera angle. Right here. Cantered framing of the hallway. Hey, Sephiroth! Let me be alone. Can't I find something good in here? should be able to find something good in here at some point. Can't go on the other side of this chair. That would be impossible to step around this chair. Bum, 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 bum. Let me be alone. Alright. Guess I just leave so he can be alone. Sephiroth didn't come out of the Shinra mansion. He just read books. And read books and read books. And not once did the light in the basement go out. Meanwhile, Cloud took a nap on an abandoned bed. What's this guy have to say? Sephiroth seems different now that he knows he's a genetic experiment. What's this door? Ha, 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 says Sephiroth. Who is it? Traitor. What? Traitor? You ignorant traitor, I'll tell you. This planet originally belonged to the Cetra. Cetra was an itinerant race. They would migrate in, settle the planet, then move on. At the end of their harsh, hard journey, they would find the promised land and supreme happiness. But those that disliked the journey appeared. Those who stopped their migrations, built shelters, and elected to lead an easier life. They took that which the Cetra and the planet had made without giving back one whit in return. They don't give a whit. Those are your ancestors. The lazy ancients. Long ago, disaster struck this planet. Your ancestors escaped. They survived because they hid. The planet was saved by sacrificing the Cetra. After that, your ancestors continued to increase. Now all that's left of the Cetra is in these reports. What does that have to do with you? Don't you get it? An ancient named Jenova was found in the geological stratum of 2,000 years ago. The Jenova Project. The Jenova Project wanted to produce people with the power of the ancients. No, the Cetra. I am the one that was produced. But do you have the power, Sephiroth? But produced? Yes. Professor Gast, leader of the Jenova Project and genius scientist, produced me. How did he? Look at that walk. Confident stride of a man who knows came from a test tube. Sephiroth? Out of my way. I'm going to see my mother. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Eh? Sephiroth? Sephiroth? Oh, Mr. Sephiroth? Where'd you go, Mr. Sephiroth? Mr. Sephiroth! My hometown is in flames! Someone decided to burn it down! Who could have done this? Zangan, hey, it's you. You're still sane, right? Then come over here and help me. Cloud leaps to flame and takes one long look around. I'll check the house. You check that one over there, says Zangan. I'll check the one with the open door over here. What about this guy? Sephiroth. What about this guy? Hey, am I going to die? Jeez. Morbid. Not on my watch, mister. Nothing, no survivors in there. Cloud shaking his head in disbelief at the scene before his eyes. Terrible, he says. Sephiroth, this is too terrible. You've just earned your place as the Nemesis. Maybe you should, like, use your water materia. I don't know. Ice materia? Dang. Sephiroth walked away through the flames silently. Zoom. What's over here? Uh-oh. Tifa's down there. Papa. Sephiroth. Sephiroth did this to you, didn't he? Sephiroth, Soldier, Mako reactors, Shinra, everything? Why? I hate them all! She grabbed his sword. Mr. Tifa's dad? Hello, Mr. Tifa's dad. Oh dear. Mother, I'm here to see you. Please open this door. She can't hear you. She doesn't have a head, bro. How could you do that to Papa and all the townspeople? Get him, Tifa. You promised that you'd come when I was in trouble. I moved you 10 feet over here. You're safe now. Oh, Jenova still has a head at this point. That's Jenova? Mother, let's take this planet back together. I've thought of a great idea. Let's go to the Promised Land. Sephiroth, Mr. Sephiroth. My family, my hometown. How could you do this to them? Ha, ha, ha. They've come again, Mother. With her superior power, knowledge, and magic, Mother was destined to become the ruler of this planet. But those worthless creatures, are stealing the planet from Mother. But now I'm here with you, so don't worry. That's Jenova. What about my sadness, my family, friends, the sadness of having my hometown taken away from me? It's the same as your sadness. Ha ha ha. My sadness? What do I have to be sad about? I am the chosen one. I have been chosen to be the leader of this planet. I have orders to take this planet back from you stupid people for the Cetra. What am I supposed to be sad about? Sephiroth, I trusted you. No, you're not the Sephiroth I used to know. And that's the end of my story. Whew. Wait a damn minute, ain't there more? I don't remember. What happened to Sephiroth? In terms of skill, I couldn't have killed him. Official records state Sephiroth is dead. I read it in the newspaper. Shinra Inc. owns the paper, so you can't rely on that information. I want to know the truth. I want to know what happened then. I challenged Sephiroth and lived. Why didn't he kill me? I'm alive too, says Tifa. Seems like a lot of this doesn't make sense. What about Jenova? It was in the Shinra building, right? Shinra shipped it from Nibelheim to Midgar. Is it Nibelheim or Nibelheim? I need to fact check that. Putting that on my list. How to pronounce Nibelheim. I like Nibelheim myself, so that's what I'm going to keep saying for now. Did someone else carry it out after that? It was missing from the Shinra building. Sephiroth? Damn, don't none of this make sense. I'm going, gone. I'm going, gone. And I'm leaving the thinking to you. Rah! Charge! Yo, Cloud, let's get a move on. Wait a sec. Shake my head. What? What is there? What's wrong? You're just going to stand there while Sephiroth heads for the Promised Land? I ain't letting Sephiroth or Shinra get to no promised land. If they do, then we're all screwed. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful, just beautiful. Is that all? Let's get some points with Barret. Y'all just leave it to me. Man, my accents need work. Oh, brother. Dot, 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 dot. Cloud? How bad was I when Sephiroth cut me? I thought you were a goner. I was really sad. Dot, dot, dot. The Ancients, Cetra, Jenova, Sephiroth, and myself. Let's go, Barret's waiting. What a fascinating story. Alright. Time for a little lootin'. Then I gotta be scootin'. Can't reach it. Hey. Can't reach it. Hey. Can't reach it. Can't reach it. Can't reach it. Damn it. Chink. Dropped Mega Elixir. Mega Elixir. One of the 4 or 5 things to grab in this place. You need to find a guard source and 2 ethers or ethers. And they're in the different buildings. So I'm going to grab these real quick. And next time on Final Fantasy VII in real life, it will be off to the Chocobo Ranch. And that's going to be exciting. Oh, Cloud, let me give you this. Received PHS. Changing party members on the world map. I'm not going to talk to that person just yet. We'll go over here. Something in here, I can get something. There it is. Should I go upstairs? Let's see. This kid's wise, beyond their years. Okay. There's basically like one thing per building. So I'll just go systematically. Hey Pops. Hey Unk. Did you say you came from Midgar? I used to live there too, but I hear they got lots of troubles lately. Yeah, they got lots of troubles. Locked, can't open it. Alright, 2 Mega Elixir, 1 Mega Elixir, 2 Ethers. What's guard source? Materia? Or a weapon? I think it's a weapon. For somebody. This kid. Peacemaker. Long-range weapon, interesting. Who's gonna use that? Card source. What is that? Raises vitality. Oh, and this part of the guide is that I was reading is inaccurate because there's actually 3 ethers in this town to grab. So I'm going to snag the last one. Where is it? Which house is it? Over here. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Mithril mine. Business went to pot. There's something on the TV. Some news. Some Shinra news. What's up here? Shops. Item store. Do I need items? How many potions do I have? 31? Let me get another 31. Phoenix Downs, 15. It's probably enough. Antidote, 5. Not enough. Eye drops, 1. I don't want to get darkness. Probably 4 is enough. Hyper, 1. Let's get at least 3. Tranks, own, 1. Let's get 3. Tent, 2 tents, that's enough. I'm not going to sell anything. Ooh, materia shop? Earth potion, earth poison, steel, sense, heal. That's... yeah. Earth poison, steel, sense, heal. 0, a heal materia. I don't have any. What's heal what's the difference between heal magic and cure magic? Or... I got a sense and a steel and a poison and earth. Got enough for these. This is the weapon store. Mithril saber, cannonball, mithril claw, full metal staff. Oh no, I don't have enough for both their weapons or new armlets. Shouldn't have bought so many potions. Okay, for now I'm gonna give. Get. Oh, nice. Look at those slots. Mithril claw. So I need 700 plus 800. 1500 to come back here and get those things if I want to. Oh, what time is it? I got 10 more minutes. Now I can use those magic missiles that I got. Wait, let me pause this for a second. Check this. Check the enemies. Calm Fang. I can steal ether from them, but I think I have enough ethers for now. Boom. Got 260 something gold, so shouldn't take too many battles to get the money needed for those extra weapons before I press on to the next area. By the way, where is the next area? I need to see where that is. Did I go too far east? Wait, what's this? Aha, here we are. What are these things? What are these? A couple of mandragoras. You can steal Lasan nut, which you feed to chocobos. Didn't do much damage. I need ice. I need fire on the. I need fire all is what I need in this overworld area. Oh, Barret has fire all. Okay. These guys are pretty resistant to magic. But they can't stop me from stealing their nuts. 500 gil, nice. And here is the swamp area with that. Uh-oh. This monster over here. Midgar Storm. Very tough dude. I can get an enemy skill from him, but I think he might kill me at this point. I don't know. Alright, I almost have enough for the extra weapons. Let's check out the beach. Check out this little beach. What's going on this beach? Looks pleasant. Anything on this beach? Elephants. Where are they? Where are these guys in my guide? Alpha Dunk. Steel High Potion. I gotta heal Barret. Cure Barret. Looking at the map here. Where am I? I believe Chocobo Ranch is to the southeast. This little dot here. I'm gonna head back to calmly. Oops. Did not go the right way. Ag. It's okay, I'm leveling up. Spiders on motorcycles! do these guys have? High potions steel? Am I not high enough level to steal high potions yet? Move! Move! Oh, hang on. Oh, Tifa's not in my party, so I can't equip that thing on her. I already bought it. I don't need a Mithril Saber. I already got a better weapon for Cloud. Don't need a Cannonball. I already got a better weapon for Barret. Got the Mithril Claw. One Full Metal Staff for Tifa. I mean for Eris. And Cloud already has better defenses. Barret and Tifa need some Mithril Armlets. And we are good to go. Right at 1 hour on the stream. And that is all for the Town of Calm. It is time to officially turn the page in the Ultimate Guide. Next time on Final Fantasy VII in real life, I'm going to go back to the Chocobo Ranch, get a Chocobo lure materia, find a Chocobo, and then be able to run past the Midgarsorm enemy to go into the Mithril Mine. That's gonna rule. Let me just set up my party. Oh, they're all sad. Everybody's sad. So sad. Item. What cures sadness? Hyper? Hype it up, guys. I don't like to be low on items, so I'm going to get a couple more hypers. I'm going to spend the rest of my money on hypers at the item shop. No, get out of my way! Aha! Let's get hyped, guys. Titan Bangle, Mithril Armlets. What's accessory? Oh, protects against poison, spirit, vitality. I'll decide who gets these later. Who gets the accessories. Red's already got the mithril armlet. Do I sell the old ones like the iron bangle? Get a little cash back? I don't know. Or just hang on to everything. Probably hang on to everything on this run, because why not? I don't run out of space, and I don't need money. Because I can just run around and random battle it up for cash. Just like I DoorDash. I can poison all. Poison all is good. I'm gonna keep Cloud with poison. Fire element. Is this to equipped weapon or armor? So he has fire defense. I'm gonna switch this around. Because then Cloud's sword will do fire damage, I think. Wait, no, fire. No, elemental. Oh, I can't do all and elemental at the same time. Just gonna stick with the way it is. Fire, no. Fire all, no. Let me see. I'm gonna look ahead and see if there's if the enemies in the next area have weakness for fire or anything else. One of them does. Two of them have weakness to, one of them has weakness to earth, one of them has weakness to wind, or earth, wind, and fire. Which do I choose? One of each? But that's in the mithril mine. I gotta get a chocobo next, so just put it back the way it was. I'm gonna phone home with a PHS, the phone home system. That's what I always thought it was. I always thought the acronym or the abbreviations stood for phone home system. I don't actually know what it does, but in this playthrough, it's the phone home system. Officially. Tifa's got a limit break. Will that go away when I swap her weapon? Okay, mithril armlet. Oh, look at that. Accessory. Star pendant. Give her the vitality. Cloud's gonna have the star pendant. Aerith's gonna have the talisman. She's got spirit. Yes, she do. Let's give her a better weapon. Alright, so that should be everybody geared up and ready to go. Next time I'm gonna play with Tifa and Aerith. As we search out some chocobos. I want to say thanks for watching. Subscribe to my Twitch channel for more. I'm going to be playing Final Fantasy at least one time a week if I can. Final Fantasy VII, I'm going to be playing this game at least once a week, maybe twice. Because it's a long game, and I want to finish it sometime this year. I want to finish this playthrough by the end of the year. Next year I'm going to start a new playthrough. And focus in on the few little things that I don't get to this round. And also maybe upgrade my streaming setup so I can record the whole thing. Create the ultimate Final Fantasy VII documentary playthrough. Final Fantasy VII ultimate playthrough with the Final Fantasy VII Ultimate Guide. This is not just me playing a game on a Wednesday afternoon. This is a research project for video game journalism and digital marketing and narrative theory, all kinds of reasons to. There's a lot of depth to this game. There's many reasons to spend a couple hundred hours on it. Also because it's the best game ever made. And when I finally have played all I can play of original Final Fantasy VII on the PS1, then I will play the remake again for the 4th time because I love it, and I'm going to want to go back to Midgar and experience that all over again. And then I will play Final Fantasy Rebirth for the very first time sometime next year, because I'm probably going to get it for Christmas for myself. Merry Christmas to me, and Merry Christmas to you all, Final Fantasy VII lovers. Have a wonderful afternoon. Tune in next time. Subscribe to this channel so you can get updates on when I randomly go live throughout the week to play Final Fantasy VII in real life. This has been Germ. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you later. Let me make sure I press the right button. Let me save my game. In-game. We're not in Cloud's Past anymore. We're in Midgar area. Back in Midgar area. Okay. Do not press the reset button, I think. Or do not press the power button. Which button do I press? Power or reset? It doesn't matter because I just saved it here, but I want to do a save state also because that's quicker. Do you want to delete the existing resume point and save a new one? Yes. Here we are again, my friend, playing Final Fantasy VII in real life. Today, of all days, why not? The sun is shining, it's too damn bright. I don't care, 'cause I'm inside with my PS1, little thingy, mini PS1. Gonna fire up Final Fantasy VII in real life. How was that? That was my first spitballing of a theme song from my brain, straight from the dome. Got my PS1 mini plugged into my green lamp. Imitation green lamp. I mean, it's not like old school because it's got USB plugs. It's perfect for powering the USB devices, peripherals, charging my phone and whatnot. Let's get this going. Got a lot to do today. This is Final Fantasy in real life, streaming today from 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Daylight savings times ends soon. Thank God. I don't like daylight savings time. Why must it say stay light so late? Right now it's 1 o'clock, but we got the 12 o'clock noon sun, I think. But I don't know math conversions. I can't even count +1, -1. Unless it's number of items in my Final Fantasy VII inventory. Don't got no time for plussing and minusing in real life. That is not what we're here for. Calculating. We're here to experience the world and reality for what it is. Like this game from 1997. Final Fantasy VII, the best video game ever made. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. Here's my ultimate guide. I don't even think I need to use this part. I don't even think I need to look at the guide for this part. I remember. But that made me think. I got to thinking last night. I was rewatching my last stream, so I would know how to kick it off right today. I want to get the framing even, but I don't think I can with this camera gimbal arm I'm using. It's pretty good. So, yeah, RPGs. I played RPGs before this. I played RPGs on Nintendo Entertainment System. The one I remember in particular was Star Tropics. Kind of a silly game, but I liked it. Of course, there was Final Fantasy 1 on Nintendo. I didn't play that until much later. Link's Awakening, hybrid RPG kind of thing, because it has the overworld, but then you go into side-scrolling mode in areas. The reason I bring up these other RPGs is because I recall distinctly there being a point where you get to the overworld, and I would always be like not sure what to do. I would wander around a lot. That would be the point in many games where I would stop playing when I got to the overworld and it wasn't clear what to do, because you have to talk to the one person in the world who has the little clue that will tell you what you need to do next. So I didn't go through that with this because I got the ultimate guide the same time I got the game, and I just read it straight through, knowing that there are no spoilers. Word up, Zen Intrude. This is my favorite show too. I'm glad you're here to watch it live. Watch me trying to adjust this freaking Neewer gimbal arm from Amazon. It's all the same anyways. What was I saying? Yeah, so when I got to the overworld here, I knew already to go to Calm, and I already know what to do next. And I already said right off the top, okay, I'm going to go to Chocobo Ranch next. But then I thought, without this guide, how would I have known to go to the Chocobo Ranch next? How would I have known that I need to get past that giant worm thing in the swamp? Dang it, I literally just took this apart accidentally. How would I know what to do? There's clues in the game. I thought about that last night. That's what I was thinking about. What would indicate in the game? You know, if it's a movie, you say the mise en scène, the mess in the show or whatever. The mess in the scene. What about the mess in game? Mise en game. What in the mise en game would have indicated what to do next? Well, it's because we're following Sephiroth's trail of destruction at this point, as we learn what a bad guy he is. He's not honorable like Cloud thought. Jeez, this is not starting off great today. Got a donut. I'm just gonna, let me move this back a little. Just want to eat a donut and play Final Fantasy. Come on. This is so annoying. Hotel room after the flashback. Yes. I'm gonna go back there. I'm gonna go talk to all those people because I want to see. I did a search online to see if there's a specific person who tells you where to go, and they said it was inconclusive on the. I'm still using u.com because it's basically the platform that seems to do the best job at searching all the internet sources, from message boards to blogs to academic articles. So even u.com was inconclusive. Also, I have my last time I switched to Eris and Tifa as my party, but I didn't give them any materia. So I have to correct that. Jeez. I don't think I'm going to use this gimbal arm again. Just going to use a regular tripod. That's what I did last time. It worked well enough. Tripod on the desk. But I'm gonna go with janky vision today. No, I just don't like this shot. I'm being like David Lynch here. I'm not gonna go forward until I get the perfect shot. Okay. Let's go back to calm. See what they have to say. So what we know so far, Sephiroth burned this place down when Cloud was 16. Guess they rebuilt it. What's this feller doing in this? My old man was a miner, but he couldn't go to work after monsters started appearing in the Mithril mine. Okay. Now all he does is sit around getting drunk in the bar. Mithril mine. So that's the clue of where the player would explore next. From that kid in the alley, or whatever that was. I talked to this person already. Sephiroth, suspicious looking guy in a black cloak, carrying a wicked looking sword. What did he do? Where did he go? So basically everybody says a clue in this. Let's see. Sure, tell me how to use the world map. I don't actually need to know this. But, yeah. Well, actually, I didn't remember that. How do I operate buttons? Ride things by pressing the select button and get off by pressing the cancel button. Dash with the world map on. Make sure not to press the cancel button unless you get off. Remember this because chocobos will run away as soon as you get off them, so be careful. They're already explaining me how to ride chocobos to get to the Mithril mine. The dialogue in this is very focused. Not a lot of people talking about side quests or their cats or whatever. Some guy in a black cloak walked east towards that grassy field. And he's got this killer sword and is looking real scary. Sephiroth is back? Wait, so I'm confused. This is now. Sephiroth walked off to the east way back when. But he has come back or something. I don't know. I have a separate notebook where I write down the plot stuff. Because when I played it as a youngster, as a teen, a lot of stuff went over my head, like the Cetra versus the Ancients. What's the difference between the Cetra and the Ancients? The Cetra are the interplanetary explorers who go from the nomadic people who go from planet to planet colonizing planets in search of the Promised Land. So the Promised Land is not even necessarily on this planet. So I'm not sure how Barrett thought he was going to race Barrett to it. I mean, I'm not sure how Barrett thought he was going to race Sephiroth to the Promised Land. Because it sounded to me like it's unclear that the Promised Land is indeed on this planet. So the Cetra settled this planet, but then some catastrophic event happened and they died. The only survivors of that were other Cetra who hid underground for survival. They either hid underground for survival first, or they decided they wanted to stay on Earth and built like their own colony. It's another thing, it's ambiguity. I don't know if it's ambiguity in the Mizen game or in my brain. I need to get my coffee and donuts before I press on. Parlor donuts and coffee. This is like breakfast with germ almost. My live stream from last year. I already took a bite out of this donut. Bourbon caramel. Tasty, tasty. Yeah. This is the fuel I need for hunting down Sephiroth. I think I've learned it off from Calm. And now I know how to how to do this. This is actually really cool. I forgot that you could change the camera in the overworld, so I'm happy I read that tutorial. Lovely waterfall here. There's the overworld map showing down here this range of mountains blocking our way. The only way to go, this map funnels us due east here, southeast. Funneling us down to Chocobo Town. Now I wonder what's going to happen. I'm going to have to do some random battling for Choco drops, Chocobos. Will I get lucky like previously when I got the Matra Magic enemy skill in my first random battle? I don't have a Chocobo lure materia yet, so if I meet Chocobo, won't really be able to do anything about it. Won't be able to capture them, but they're only found where there are Chocobo footprints on the ground. Oh yeah, I didn't equip my materia yet, and there's this guy here who's gonna try to steal my stuff. I don't like him. Oh, my Titan Bangle, you son of a gun! This is the opposite of last time. This is bad luck right out of the gate. Did I get my Titan Bangle back? Yes. 222! Critical hit. Cloud has over 10,000 XP. Okay. Time to open the guide to page 'I need a light. Page 26, Chocobo Ranch and Mithril Mine. Ooh. There's another enemy skill materia in the Choco Ranch area. Enemy skill for my enemy skill materia. I'm gonna have to buy some greens. I think I'm just gonna read this. I'm gonna read from this guide right now, because this is my Final Fantasy Bible, so I might as well read it. And the Lord said to Germ, the legendary Choco Buckle magic, many a gamer will no doubt complete Final Fantasy VII missing but one tricky to find enemy skill, the infamous Choco Buckle. The process isn't easy, but with a bit of time and effort, this potentially devastating magic can be yours. The first step is to hunt down one of the squirrel-like Moo enemies and get them to cast their own skill on you, level 4 Suicide. They cast this very rarely, so you'll have no choice but to stall until they do. Once you've learned it with enemy skill, you're ready for step 2. This part hurts. Head back to the Chocobo Ranch and purchase 3 Mimu vegetables for the pricey sum of 4,500 gil. Make sure you don't screw the next part up, because few gamers can afford to pay that price more than once. Now you'll need to find a level 16 Chocobo, since level 4 Suicide only affects creatures whose level is a multiple of 4. Confused yet? This is important as they're relatively rare compared to the far more prevalent level 13 chocobos. You should use your sense materia to make sure, but you can usually tell from the company they keep. If they're with 2 levrechauns or alpha dunks, you're in business. Alpha dunks, we know alpha dunks from last time, the elephants. Levrechauns are like these ostrich type things, bird creatures. Now feed the chocobo all 3 mimit vegetables. Just go to your item screen, select them, and pick the chocobo as the target. Make sure you don't hit the chocobo or kill all of the other monsters, which will end the battle. Once the chocobo is sufficiently stuffed, hit him with the level 4 suicide. The poor guy will respond with Chocobuckle, hitting the original spell's caster and allowing him to learn it. Sometimes the chocobo runs away and sometimes he sticks around, but either way, Chocobuckle is yours. Now give it a try. What? All that for a measly 20 points of damage? Well, in this picture, yes. But the amount of damage Chocobuckle does is actually based on a formula that multiplies your current level by the number of times you've run away, in this case once. So if you run away a lot, this spell increases in power dramatically. If you've run away as little as 50 times, you'll be doing 4-digit damage even in this early stage of the game. Kill a boss in 2 shots. If you chicken out 250 times by the end of the game, you'll eventually be able to deal the game's maximum of 9,999 points of damage for only 3 MP. A great deal for those who feel that discretion is the better part of valor. In other words, today they would just say how to be OP. And this, I remember reading this for the first time, being fairly mind blown, because like I said, in my past RPG experience, when I got to the overworld, all I knew was just to wander around, talk to the people who told me where to go. Then come to play Final Fantasy VII, realize that right after leaving the first town of Midgar and going to the overworld, there's these special spells and powers based on formulas like how many times you've run away that let you do 9,999 damage. That was a clincher. That's when I became a Final Fantasy fanboy for sure. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to accomplish all that today, but I will, because that is part of this ultimate playthrough. I just got to figure out when. I'm just going to take it as it goes. First, I would need to encounter the moo enemies, the little like squirrel-like enemies, until they to see if they cast level 4 suicide on. I'm going to change my party around a tiny bit with my phone home system. Gonna bring back Barrett because he has a lot of that materia. He's level 15 just like Aerith. Aerith needs to level up a bit. But I need to get Red over here first to take his materia. Always remember to de-equip the materia before stashing the party member. Ring ring, phone home. There's got lightning. Like I said last time, the enemies in this area have a variety of weaknesses. In the Midgar Calm area, they're weak against fire and lightning. Custom Sweeper. Generally, humans and animals are weak to fire. Robots and other clankers are weak to lightning. Alpha Dunk, Moo, Mandragora, and Levicron, the enemies around the Chocobo Ranch area, have no weaknesses. in the Mithril Mine, there's some weakness to wind, fire, and earth. So there's not one particular materia that is best for equipping alongside the All. I'm going to give Tifa the other sense. I mean, give Aerith the other sense. Hope I start saying the names right at some point. Restore All, that's good. She tends to be the healer of the party. Let's see, what's Barret? Barret's gonna still be the Steely Dan. Wait, where's the steel material? Oh, I unequipped that. Barret's gonna steal. Does he have cover? He has cover. I should have cover all. Cover. Okay. I think this works here if I do cover all. Barret's gonna take 20% of the hits, which increases the likelihood of the enemy's skill being cast on him. Increases the chance, the percentage. If I say something dumb or wrong, just bear with me. I'm really tired. I'm still recovering from the school funk germs. The germy germs. Need more coffee. I haven't drank any of this coffee yet. I think I'm going to give Aerith Steel. Because Barret needs to be attacking or covering or healing himself. Curing himself with my 67 potions. Cover all. I sure hope that works the way I think it does. What's Cloud got? Oh yeah. One thing to remember is you can press L1 and L2 to quickly flip back and forth between the people, so you don't have to keep going back to the menu like I do all the time. Poison All, that's a good, I like that. I like Poison All for Cloud. Fire Elemental, his sword does fire damage. No, wait a minute. I must swap these. Because putting Elemental Fire on the Carbon Bangle, I believe, increases, or logically you would think that it would increase the defense of, it would increase resistance to fire. Whereas putting an Elemental Fire, how about Elemental Earth? I haven't even used this materia yet. Adds material element to equipped weapon or armor. So, presumably, as opposed to putting the elemental on the armband, putting it on the weapon will add earth damage, earth type damage to Cloud's attacks. Cloud has sense. Cloud's got a lot of sense. And Aerith also has sense in the same slot. That's handy. Keep the materia in the same position if you can too, because then you can see who has what. Who's gonna steal? Sure, fire and lightning. This looks good for now. Let me heal these folks. Either it up. And now, off and away we go to Chocobo Ranch. And look around here. Oh, before I do that, after this, here we go. Let's see what we got here. This is the Levicron. What was the deal with the Levicron? I read about them in the Choco Buckle Magic part, but I can't remember now what the point of that was. Okay, 2 Levricrons are Alpha Dunks. So if there's a Chocobo with 2 Levricrons, that is a level 16 Chocobo. Mental note. I'm going to get my note cards out. Some note cards from down from my wobbly shelf. I'm going to just write on a card, Choco Buckle. This is the fusion of my analog writing niche with my Final Fantasy VII gaming niche. Because at some point I will install all of these cards in my Antinet and have a Final Fantasy VII branch. Choco Buckle E skill. Level 16 Chocobo. And yeah, so eventually, this is another part of my research project. Very multifaceted research project is translating the guidebook from 1997 to a living branch of knowledge in my Antinet. Level 16 Chocobo hangs with Alpha Dunks or Levicrons. Put that over here. Little reminder note card. I'm just gonna blast through these battles as much as is awesome. Flaming Peck. Bird Kick. Let's see how they fare against Matra Magic. I won't belabor most random battles. I'm going to speed through most of them. Otherwise, this will take 1,000 years to finish. Here's the Chocobo footprints. But I need to get that lure materia first. And oh yeah, I wanted to do this. So let's say, imagine that you don't have an ultimate guide and you're playing this game for the very first time. After I crush these Mandragoras. Shoot, I really need Fire All again though. Wait, what happened to Bio All? I switched that around, now I don't have that. I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, that's right, I'm doing me! Playing Final Fantasy VII like my way, in real life. Need to turn the brightness up because the sun is getting brighter outside. Cannot see my screen very well. Brightness up to 100. Still pales in comparison to the sun. The Florida sun. Let's sense these guys, why not? What's this gonna tell us? Level 10. Cloud is like 4 points away from leveling up. Again. And these random battles are good because I'll have enough for these greens. Have enough for to buy some greens for the Chacos. I'm gonna restart. This is one thing. Is there a button to? How do I just quickly de-equip? There's gotta be a better way to de-equip all materia. Maybe they didn't add that till later Final Fantasies. I'm just gonna do this. Leave that. Oops. I don't really need restore all at this point. So we're not getting blasted by, our whole party's not getting attacked by big spells and stuff. Okay, sense. Act like you got some sense, guys. Back to basics. All fire. All cover. Enemy skill. Where's my other all? Have I used them all? I'll use my alls. All. Poison. Heal and cure. Heal and restore. Good. She can take the poison. She can restore HPs. She can do attack all enemies with poison, and she can sense. That is good support from Aerith. Barret covers because he's got the most HP. Enemy skill. So he's going to take a beating learning new enemy skills. Give him cure so he can heal himself. Cure himself. Get some more HPs. Isn't there a way to... I'm going to do a sidebar on shortcuts. Because I swear there's ways to like organize materia, sort and stuff like that. Is that under item? Arrange. Arrange. Type. Okay, so what I was trying to say, but every time I kept getting random battles. Imagine you don't have a guide, a walkthrough telling you exactly where to go next, telling you that you can't cross this swamp because it's impossible to cross the swamp without getting caught by the Midgar Sorum or whatever. Midgar Sorum in Japanese translation was Midgar Sorum, which I think is sounds like a Norse mythology thing. But when I was researching yesterday, the American version of the game has a slightly different name, but I don't use that because it's not in the guide. I don't even remember what it is. Look at that. There's the Mithril Mine, where the people in Calm told me about. Here's the very phallic Midgar Sorum. You might think I can run across this. I just have to wait until it's like not near me. I can make it. Like he's way over there. I could probably run. Run past him. Run, Cloud, run! 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 Nope, you will never make it to the Mithril Mine. No matter how many times you try. You will face this big mamma jamma. Attack. Kills Aerith in one shot. Let's see what level this puppy is. Level 26, Midgar Zolom. That's the name. Not Midgar Storm, Midgar Zolom. I'm writing this on a note card while he wipes my party. If he wipes my party. That would be actually funny if I survive this. But I don't think that's going to happen. Does it show the HP? I didn't see that. I was just looking at the name. How many HPs? 4,000 HPs! Midgar Zolom. Midgar Storm. In Ultimate Guide. Ultimate Guide abbreviated as UG. FF7 UG. Come on, Cloud, you can do it. Nope. Game over, man. So that's what would happen if you tried to reach the Mithril Mine on your own. I have to wonder how much time people spent trying to outrun the Midgar Zolom. I love that there's a film canister and there's like burnt film. I don't remember that. I don't remember this ending screen, this game over screen with the film. That is really cool. The film canister. So, all right, I'm going to start all the way over again from the beginning. Start with a new game because this is hardcore mode. So I hope you enjoy watching me go through Midgar again for the next 5 hours. Just kidding. Aw, chocobos are so cute. I love chocobos or chocobos. It's another one I'm not sure what the correct English pronunciation is. Work! Work, work, work! Work. Let's watch. I'm gonna eat a donut while they dance. Received Choco Mog Materia, my first summon materia in the game. Woohoo! That was a good donut. Thinking of crossing the marches, says Choco Bill. Yeah. Then it'll probably be safer for you to get a Chocobo, says Choco Bill, not knowing that I've already died because I restarted, so that didn't happen. That way you can zip through the marshes with the Chocobo. It's the only way to avoid being attacked by the Midgar Zolom. Now you tell me! Midgar Zolom. It's a serpent-like creature over 30 feet tall. It's got 4,000 hit points, and it's level 26, and it looks very phallic. And you can't outrun it.
To avoid that, buy a Chocobo at the Choco Bill and Choco Billy Chocobo Farm, the place where I currently am at. To purchase a Chocobo, please talk to my grandson. Is he Choco Billy, I wonder? He's in the Chocobo stables at the far right end of the farm, the Chocobo Farm in Chocobo Land, surrounded by Chocobo tracks. This must be where they keep all the greens in this giant grain silo. Green grain silo. I like the Choco logo up here. Chocobo stencil, that's pretty cool. I'd like to see that as a real stencil for like decorating things in real life. Choco Billy, do you want a Chocobo? Apparently. Give me one. You old folks are out of luck. Old folks? Man, Gen Z is so rude to the millennials. We're all out of Chocobos. I'm taking care of those ones out there for someone else. You know, if you really want a Chocobo, you should go out and catch one. Want to know how to catch a Chocobo? Where are they? We've already been over this. I don't know why for completion's sake, I have to go through every menu option. I feel like it matters. A wild Chocobo always appears with other monsters, but you won't be able to catch it because of the monsters. That is why you must defeat the monsters first before you catch the Chocobo. And then... Also, wild Chocobos are really cautious. They'll run away from the slightest things. But if you use greens, they'll focus on that and won't run away. Choco Billy, want to know how to catch a Chocobo? What else? Whatever you do, don't make Chocobos angry. They're usually calm, but if you get them angry, you'll get hurt. Like if you cast level 4 suicide on them, they will retaliate with Choco Buckle. Oh, and remember, once you get off a Chocobo, it'll escape. I already know. Yes. 2,000 gil! Outrageous! I can't afford that. Highway robbery. Should be illegal. Gouge pricing on this Chocobo lure materia. Chole. Chole? Seahole? Welcome. It says Chole. Chaholi. Alright, random battle time. To get 2,000 gil. Plus 4,500 gil for those 3 greens. What were those greens? Mimic greens. There's Mimic greens, Curial greens, Pisana greens, Tantal greens, Kraka greens, and Geishel greens. They do different things. I think they're useful for when you start raising and breeding Chocobos. Spoiler alert. Much later in the game. But, you know, there's a Chocobo Ranch, so it's not too much of a stretch to say that we will be raising Chocobos in due time, due course. I'm gonna go along the beach. See what else is on the beach. Catch some rays. Get some gills. Thrills and gills. One measly Levicron. Dang bird brain. Take that. Alright, I need to find larger groups of enemies to get more gills. I'm at 48 minutes on the stream. Not sure if I'm gonna get Choco. I may get Choco Buckle next time. Shoot, I may have to play this more than 2 times a week at this rate. Sacrifices must be made for art and documentary research. Oh. What's this Steefy guy's name? He's not in my guide, in this part of the guide. Where's the Thiefy guy? Prowler. Prowlers are in the Midgar area, so I'm going to avoid that because it's so annoying when they steal my items. Even if they're items I don't even need, it just irritates me. Donk. There, the staff goes donk. Donk. Cloud Sword is like whoosh. And then Air the Staff is like donk. Almost got enough for the Choco Lure already. The only thing I have to do today is clean up dog vomit off the carpet, so I guess I could give it more than an hour. Because I'm not looking forward to doing carpet cleaning today. With a carpet cleaner I bought for the express purpose of cleaning up dog vomit off the floor. $2,200 gil. Let's go buy some overpriced merchandise. And of course, they're in this guide. Once upon a time I had tabs. I had a tab for every section, like map, walkthrough, chocobo raising. There's an entire section on chocobo raising. So this is where it tells about the greens and what they do. But this is much later. I'm gonna save that. That's gonna be a great time. Raising chocobos. Not only raising them, but I'm not gonna spoil what else for those who don't know, because it is awesome. Oh, get Yuffie in my party, yes. Good call. Good call, Colin. Get through them, they're Mithril mines. Long. I can't see my whole chat because... Okay. Get through the Mithril mines and get Yuffie. Yes. Good plan. Good call. Do not want to miss out on Yuffie. So let's get the Choco Lure. Get to them Mithril mines. Can always get Choco Buckle later because I'm not going to be running away from any random battles. I don't know how long it would take to run away from 250 random battles to get that multiplier that makes Choco Buckle strong enough. I can only afford 1 or 2 Geishel greens. The cheapest greens. Let's see. Will I get lucky with the random drops? Random Choco drops. Gotta equip the lure materia. Barrett's sad again. He'll just be sad for now. He'll get over it. So what I need to do is to capture a Chocobo is to kill the enemies that are with it. Possibly also feed it the Glycial greens so it doesn't run away. And then run to the Mithril Mine. Because I don't remember how to get Yuffie. I'll have to read that next. Here we go! A Chocobo! Have a green. Where's the green? Don't run away before I can find the freaking green. Attack. No! Alright. So I didn't get super low. No! He doesn't need a Glycial green? For frick's sake! I'm just gonna go straight attacking the other enemies before Choco runs away next time. There's also another cool enemy skill in the Mithril Mine that is not as fancy, not as intricate as Chocobuckle, but it is more useful and powerful. And I can steal another weapon for Tifa. Over there too. Got to be careful that I don't attack him. Don't run away. Shiitake. I need I need heavier hitters right now. Aerith donking with her staff is not gonna cut it in this fast-paced Chocobo catching challenge, so we're just gonna phone home and switch back to all guys. Wait. All right, Barrett, lighten up. Hype it up, bro. Now red 13, when he hits, it's like whoosh. None of this donking with the staff. I don't know why they didn't call it Cure Materia, Because restore, when I see restore and cure, I don't. And the heal, the one that says heal is actually for curing poison. It's just minor complaint. Could have been, those two materials could have been named differently, in my opinion. Natural magic doesn't do squat against these guys. Neither does any. Oh, these guys are resistant to magic. It's like if you're casting spells on grass, it's not going to do much. Like, have you ever poured gasoline on grass to try and get it to like go away? I don't know what I'm talking about. I've never done that. The point is that grass has rhizomes under the ground. And they like have really intricate root structures. What does that have to do with mandragoras? I don't know, but they're grass. So spells don't work on them as well. Here we go. Cool Choco music. No! What must I do? Am I gonna have to feed him greens after all? I believe Choco Billy said the pricier greens make the Chocos stick around longer. So I can afford some not super cheap greens. Cracker greens. It's like crack to chocobos. Cracker greens is like crack, like crackers. I mean, crack like saltine crackers. That's all I'm talking about. Birds like crackers. There's something in this I've learned from watching a speed run that if you like run in a certain pattern, you can avoid random battles. I don't know what that is, so I don't know if I'm doing that or not. I'm just randomly running to find random battles. I wish I could resort the enemy skills. Put Matra Magic on top, so that Barret can cast missiles out of his butt a little quicker. Plan for today, just thinking out loud, reiterating. Plan for today is to get the Chocobo, go to the Mithril Mine, see if I can get Yuffie in my party before the end of this play session. And at the rate I'm going, I will have plenty of money for Mimic Greens to feed to level 16 Chocobos. Pecking the greens. Will it give me enough time to fight these bird brains? I have to make sure I don't just keep hitting attack, 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 because I don't want them to accidentally attack the Chocobo after defeating these the other duders. Come on, come on, come on. Yes! Caught a Chocobo. Now I must not press select. Must not press cancel, which is at cross. Cross is cancel. That'll make me get off the Chocobo and it'll run away. How to ride a Chocobo. Press the cancel button to get off. Chocobos will escape whenever a player dismounts. Look at this. The first rideable first vehicle. How easy it is to get to the Mithril Mine. I'm going to save it right here. Shake your tail feathers, Choco. Oops, I couldn't save it because I was on the... Whoa. It's a Midgar Zolom, impaled on a tree. Did Sephiroth do this? Asks Cloud to nobody in particular. Sephiroth did this to a level 26 enemy with 4,000 XP. HP? 4,000 HP? Spooky. Too spooky. What does Barret have to say about this? This Sephiroth guy is pretty strong, I'd say. Let me try to get work on my voices here. This Sephiroth guy is pretty strong, I'd say. It's a power that we should respect. Sure. Huh? What the? Oh, I exited the area. I guess I have to dismount from the Chocobo. Goodbye. How long did it take? It took me like 20 minutes to get that guy, and I only needed him for 20 seconds. C'est la vie. Cross the Mithril Mine and head towards the next town. That's the objective. The next town is awesome too. I'm excited for that. I'm just looking at this map. Oh no, my phone battery's low. I'm gonna get my phone charger because we've got a ways to go. My phone's got the juice. Oh, my coffee's kicking in. Time to find some items in this cave. this mine. The guide has a slightly more zoomed out view. See, look there. See, we are there. Turn the page. This is the only page about the Mithril mine. Oh man, I totally forgot what was coming up next too. Before the next town. This first disc of FF7 is amazing. It's just like one incredible location after the next. Gosh. Okay, let's do this. There's no text on this page of the guide. It's just pictures with numbers indicating where you go to get all the stuff. If I come across the Madouge, I don't know what that is, then I can steal Grand Glove for Teefster. See what that is? I don't know what that is. It's like those little purple thingies that spout poison, I think. Do I have my steel materia equipped? On B-Rock. Can climb up here, I think. What's this little thingy? Long range materia. That's a good one. That's a good one. So a character like Aerith can stay in the back row and do as much damage as if she was in the front row. Received ether. What are these? Castanets? Crabby things? Dang. These guys are weak to fire. And it looks like they do like lightning and earth damage attacks. Toasty. Just get this chest here. A tent. I can actually check off things as I get them with my erasable pen. Long range, elixir, tent. There is 1, 2, 3 more items, 1 weapon, and 1 enemy skill in this area left. So let's go to the other side of the cave. Down here, oops. What do we got? Crawlers, and is this the Madouge? No, is this, what is this enemy? I'm not sure. Should probably, oh, I have sense. Did I equip sense on Cloud? Because I want to sense these guys, see what their deal is. Need to get that enemy another all attacking spell. I think these are the Madugis. This guy with the spinning ball thing. I'm gonna make another card for Mithril Mine while I'm doing this. Sense. Did he sense already? I didn't see what the result was, if I did. I was looking at my card. Madugi B, level 16. Madouge. Steal from the Madouge. B-Rock. Dang it. Whoa, look at that! Oop. Leveled up my all materia, and they all leveled up. You know, I want to switch out my party members, but I'm not going to right now. Because the boys are going to be so much higher level than the ladies. But they'll be able to catch up. Some of them will, anyway. Madoog. I'm going to... is spinning ball guy. Mind source. What is that? Mind source raises spirit. It's an item. Temporarily raises spirit. Mind source check. Anything else down here? I don't think so. Rude? You sure are rude to show up like this out of nowhere. Rude says, just a second. Of course, Rude is one of the Turks. Again, this is what I love about this guide. I can be following it line by line, checking off things as I go, and still be surprised by storyline things. Red 13, ... I hoped I'd never see you again. Do you know who I am? From the Turks, right? Well, if you know, then this won't take long. It's difficult to explain what the Turks do. Kidnapping, right? Says Cloud. To put it negatively, you could say that. We call it logistics. Human logistics. But that's not all there is to it anymore. ... Dot. Sir! Elena, it's all right, Rude. I know you don't like speeches, so don't force it. Then Elena, explain. I'm the newest member of the Turks, Elena. Thanks to what you did to Reno, we're short of people. What did I do to Reno? Kicked his ass. That's what. Although because of that, I got promoted to the Turks. Elena's not too bad. It's like, I wonder why she's in the Turks. She doesn't seem like the kidnapping gangster type of Turk. In any case, our job is to find out where Sephiroth is headed. and to try and stop you every step of the way. Wait a minute, it's the other way around. You're the ones that are getting in our way. Sang, Elena, you talk too much. Mr. Sang? No need to tell them about our orders. Sorry, Sang. I thought I gave you other orders. Now go, don't forget to file your report. Oh, right. Paperwork. Very well, Rude and I will go after Sephiroth, who's heading for Junon Harbor. Elena, you don't seem to understand. Oh. I'm sorry. Go. Don't let Sephiroth get away. Yes, sir, say Rude and Elena. Climby, 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 climb, climby, climby, climb. Reno said he wanted to see you after the injuries you gave him healed. Well, that'll take a while. He wants to show his affection for you all with a new weapon. Well then. Where's Aerith? She's not with you? Aerith isn't with us. She's with the others. In the liminal space of the phone home system. Oh, then give her my regards. Sure. Hey, Aerith, that guy who tried to kidnap you says hi. Okay, where to next? Where to next? Elixir. Check. I think I got... Did I get a high potion in here? There's a high potion somewhere. Oh, here it is. Huzzah. Now, do I fart around in this cave trying to get a grand glove and get the flamethrower skill cast on me, or just move on? I say move on. Making a note that those things are here, and I will return at some point to accomplish that for my 100% completion coverage playthrough methodology. Maybe I'll just go back through one more time to see if I get lucky. Let's see. I'm gonna peep the weapons. There's a list of all the weapons in the back here too. What's so good about the Grand Glove? Should I wait? Should I spend time obtaining that right now? Tifa has. What does she have? Mithril Claw, I think. I'll be able to buy the Grand Glove in Junon anyway, if I don't find it in here. And meanwhile, there's another weapon called the Motor Drive that I get later. That has less slots. It doesn't have any of those like combined slots, the double slots that you use all, but it has double materia raising capability. So that's better for materia leveling for Tifa. So let's just take one more spin through this cave just to see if they're going to cast Flamethrower on B-Rock. It's the Archdragon. I haven't even encountered that enemy yet. But here we go. Maybe I can steal this weapon. Yeah, Grand Glove stolen! Good thing I came back. It's always worth it to take one more pass. One more roll of the random number generator. And now Tifa has a much more powerful weapon that I don't even have to buy in Junon. I can spend that money on greens for my chocobos. Let's see if I can find an Archdragon. If an archdragon can find it, will find me. Oh, nuts. These guys. Madugi is spinning ball guy. Got Grand Glove for Tifa. Stole. I'm gonna making my notes on my cards. Stole Grand Glove for Tifa. Can I get flame thrower from an arch dragon next, or move on? Matra Magic works well in here. Okay, I love getting all the enemy skills. I want to get all the enemy skills. The thing is, I want to also move on. Oh boy, don't think I'm gonna get to Yuffie today. Because next time, well, you'll see as soon as I get through this. It's going to be a little bit of a mini game. Side mission, mini game that can't be skipped. I already went in here. Climb up here. Can I climb up here? Climb up the tree. There you go. Don't need these guys anymore. Can still, I can, oh, they morph into high potions. But that's one of those things I don't have yet. The morph materia. Gosh, that Matra Magic enemy skill is great though. And that is that. That is Mithril Mine. Time to turn the page. I'm going to erase these check marks. And what I'm going to actually do, I'm going to put a dash next to Flamethrower to remind myself that I don't have that yet in this ultimate playthrough. I'm going to put a dash next to Level 4 Suicide and Choco Buckle. I can, and I have spent a lot of time in the past collecting all the enemy skill materials. I don't think I got them all. I may not have ever gotten or I think I got Choco Buckle like near the end of the game. So there was really no point in like running away from enemies to power up that skill. Where to next? Must be this one town due south. Is it Junon? Or is someplace else? That's not Junon. Looks like a fort with a condor on top. Condor Fort! What's this guy doing? We've been fighting the Shinra for a long time at this battlefield. Even now, we're still settled in for a long war with them. If you aren't in a hurry, would you help us fight them? Listen, we don't want to push you, but if you're in the middle of something, why don't you finish that first? I am in the middle of something. Where is Junon? Let's see, head north along the coast and keep going for a ways and you'll run into Junon. You gotta be careful because it sits in the shadows of a small hill. You can get Yuffie in the forest right outside of the mines. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Let's get Yuffie. Here's what the guide says about Yuffie. There will be times when you'll regret it, but you probably want Yuffie in your party, so you might as well do it now. Yuffie appears as a random encounter in forested areas only, the first of which is just north of Junon. She only appears about 1 battle in 8, so it'll take persistence, especially if you make the wrong comment when talking to her afterwards, and have to repeat the process. Beating her is simple, as she has only about 500 HP. It's what comes next that counts. Here's the list of things you say and do to get Yuffie. When she asks to be say petrified. When she says she's really going to leave, say wait a second. When she asks if you want her to join you, say that's right. When you ask if you want to know her name, say let's hurry on. Mess up and she'll steal a few hundred gil from you, progressively larger amounts in later questions. She claims she's returned it when she joins you, but good old Yuffie actually pockets half of it. It's not the last time she'll steal from you, so get used to it. Well, that's a bit of a spoiler, actually. But that's okay, it's not specific enough to really give anything away. So let's go to the forest. The guide knows all. Okay, so I'm gonna go south of Fort Condor first. Gotta be careful because it sits in the shadows of a small hill. That is as far as Junon is concerned. Let's check some forests for Yuffster. Foresty areas. Foresty areas. Foresty areas. Right over here. Who's this guy? Zemzalet. Who did he attack? Who did this one attack? Because I might be learning an enemy skill right now. Called White Wind. Did I get it? Did I get it? No, I guess that wasn't it. Ouch. Oh, they were in the back. Oh, because it's a back attack. So now I need to move them back. Move Barret up. Change. Change. Just going to chill here a minute and see if he casts White Wind. See if the Zemzalet casts White Wind. Because he's not doing much damage with that attack. Although that Thunderbolt. And actually one inaccuracy in this guide is with the Enemy skills. This will take some Googling and some research. To find out the accuracy of the guide with regard to the enemy skills in this version of the game, because the guide was written based on the Japanese release. So far he's not cast anything like White Wind, but the Thunderbolt is a killer spell. So let's move on. Back attack by these. What are these guys? I like to know the names of every enemy that I'm fighting. What is this? I don't know. Oh, Capper wire. Back attack. I think I'm beating here. While I'm at it. Nah, wait. I'm gonna get Yuffie, call it a day. Next time I will go back to Condor Fort for all the fun to have there. Formula. Guess what? I can steal a weapon from these guys. Man, these guys have... I am not powerful enough for this area yet. My defenses are not a match for these attacks that they do in this area. But my attacks are sufficiently strong. It's just that their attacks are really strong. Knock down my HP a lot. Save right here. Try this forest. This little forest patch here. Ugh. 5 Kappa wires. I'm gonna go to, let's see, I'm gonna go to this forest because this is in the screenshot on this page of the guide. This is where they show finding Yuffie. So I'm just gonna stick around here for best results. Ugh. Go north. Am I north enough? Am I north enough, Zen Intrude? I just saw that message. The good news is I have plenty of money for greens when I head back to Chocobo Ranch. Okay, let me rotate the map. I am here. Oh. A bit east, okay. The same forest, just on the eastern part. A forest isolated in the center of this area. That's where I usually catch her. Okay. Just north of Fort Condor, northwest of Mithril Mines. Okay. North of Fort Condor, northwest of Mithril Mines. Isolated forest area. Hey, I'm going to write that down on a note card for my knowledge base. Yuffie. Yeah. The mileage may vary. I can only see one line of the chat at a time. I have to scroll back and up and down. North. Let me do that. I'm gonna adjust my camera for a second so I can see the little chat. Yeah, that's better. North of Fort Condor, northwest of Mithril Mines. Let's bring the big map up again. This is the RNG slog in full effect here. Grindo's Borehouse, Final Fantasy Edition. Northwest of Mithril Mines. I think that's where I found her too in the past. Look around here. So we got Mithril Mines are over here. And there's Condor Fort. I don't know if it's a really, as far as the RNG, I don't know if it's a low percentage of White Wind, or if that spell doesn't exist in this version. Heat Wing. Secure the party. So just cast Thunderbolt over and over again. Can't reach, because it's flying. Yeah, I want to say it was one of these patches is where I found her. A little patch, one of these little patches. I'm gonna stick with this one. Or run back and forth between the two patches. Here's another chance to steal a weapon for her, though. Oh, oops, steal. Oh shoot, I almost wiped. My party's about to wipe, and I haven't saved in a while. I gotta pay more attention to what I'm doing. Yeah, boomerang stolen. Lunatic High. Unlocked that thingy for red. All you can see is Cloud's little tiny hair sticking up out of the forest, barely. It's kind of comical. You save this game before I wipe and like lose 2 hours worth of progress. Sweet. You're following along on iOS, that's awesome. It's only 10 minutes since I saved last. Felt like a lot longer. 10 minutes of game time. This is where I found her in the past too, because I remember, because the screenshot in the guide shows to go up here, but I I have only found her here, I want to say. So I spent a long time on this part in the past. Ah, these guys. I'm encouraged by the fact that I stole the boomerang weapon in this area, too. Yuffie! And I got limit breaks to spare. Woohoo! I'm going to write down on my note card, small patch of forest. Next to where it shows on the guide. Next to where it shows on guide. All right, let's answer some questions correctly. Okay, don't save your game at the save spot. When she asks for a rematch. You spiky-headed jerk. One more time. Let's go one more time. Not interested. Because Cloud never is. You don't give a crap. Thinking of running away? Stay and fight. Fight, I said. Come on, what's the matter? You're pretty scared of me, huh? Petrified, Cloud says sardonically. Just as I thought. What do you expect with my skills? Good luck to you guys too. If you feel up to it, we can go another round later. I'm really gonna leave. Really? Wait a second. What is it? You still have something for me? So is that it? I know you want my help because I'm so good. You want me to go with you. That's right. Heh heh, thought so. You put me in a spot. What should I do? But if you want me that bad, I can't refuse. All right, I'll go with you. The final question. What's your name, or let's hurry on? When you ask if you want to know her name, say, let's hurry on. Huh? Hey! Hey! Wait, I haven't even told you my name. Yuffie. Or Yuffie. I'm Yuffie. Good to meet ya. Heh, just as I planned. What's she got going on? She cooking up. Now all I have to do is a little this and a little that. Nyuk, nyuk, nyuk. Hey, wait up. Wait for me. Thank you, thank you. That was I felt good. That was a good stream. We're right at 2 hours. Got Chocobo. Went through Mithril Mine. Got Yuffie. Next time I will do Condor Fort. Hire armies and compete against Shinra for fun and prizes. Including a magic comb, a peace ring, and a super ball. And a mega elixir for the battles, and a huge materia if I do all the battles, if I can do all the battles. And then after that is Junon area and Lower Junon. The beach, I love the beach. There's another mini game or something I vaguely remember, but I remember that beach in Junon. It's so nice. Crystal blue and green water. Let's get Yuffie in the party. Oops, dang it. Oh, I can do Fort Condor later? Okay. I'll make a note of that. Fort Condor. Thank you, Zen Intrude, for all your knowledge about Final Fantasy and for watching this entire thing. Better later when I have more cash. So I can make sure I win all the battles and such. Who am I gonna use? These dudes are at level 18. The ladies are like level 14, 15. I don't know what level Yuffie is. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Triangle de-equips the materia. That's what I was trying to find earlier. Yuffie 16, 16, 17. I mean, Tifa 16, Aerith 16, Yuffie 17. So they level up a bit, even when they're not in the party, I guess. They gain some experience. It seems, because I'm pretty sure she was like level 14 or 15. Tifa's lagging behind in the level department. 4-point shuriken, not bad. But a boomerang is better. Carbon bangle. That's the best one I've got so far to spare. Accessory. Sure. Star pendant. Protect you against poison. She's got throw materia. That's cool. How many alls do I have? 2, I think I have 3 alls. 3 alls. Don't need this right now. Fire all. Let's just keep it simple. Ice all. Sure, restore all. Wait, that lowers her hit points too much. 600. What can you do? Change this. Cloud's gonna be the healer. Tifa's gonna be the flamer. Yuffie's gonna be the Ice Queen. And the Censor. Oh, Cloud's Censor already. Okay, let's equip Chocomog. Yuffie has a long-range weapon. Should she use long-range materia? So she can chill in the back row? That ought to do it for now. Oh, let me move her back. Long range on Yuffie is pointless, okay. Because she already has long range, right? What about long range on Tifa? That makes total sense. Click Arrange to sort your materia. Arrange. Oh, right there. Check. Oh, okay. Arrange. Arrange. And there's remove all. I knew there was an option somewhere for remove all. I just did not pay attention to this word arrange right here. Right here. Right freaking here. Okay. Well, this was a very fruitful playthrough. I learned a lot, actually. I learned more than I thought I would about the interface and the materia strategy. I'm gonna go ahead and save. I'm almost at 13 hours on this playthrough. And that is all for today. Then next time I will head to Junon. Stick to the storyline. Get some more materia. Do some fun stuff. Continue the storyline. Can't remember if I saved, so I'm just going to do it again. I'm paranoid about saving these things. 12:49, okay. Get out the forest. Once again, thank you so much for watching Final Fantasy VII Ultimate Playthrough. Final Fantasy VII in real life. My research project and documentary series where I try to do every single thing in Final Fantasy, even beyond this guide that I've had since 1997. You can see how worn it is from me turning the pages like this a lot. You can see that all my tabs are like ripped off, torn off. Pages are falling out of this book. This is almost everything you need to know about Final Fantasy, but I think today's playthrough proved that it is not enough, that you still need to, there's still more knowledge to be an ultimate Final Fantasy VII player in real life. And I've written some of those down on these note cards to eventually store in my analog knowledge management system called the Antinet Zettelkasten. Each one of these is like a leaf on a tree. And the branch grows longer and longer with every card, every bit of knowledge that I attain through experience. And that is the That's goal one of this, is to attain knowledge through experience and show everything there is to show. The second thing is I'm streaming it live on Twitch. That's why it's a digital marketing project. Beyond that, I'll tell you a secret. I'm going to host the next version of the stream on my own site, my own platform. And there's going to be a premium tier for the really, really, really rare stuff. Maybe I'll charge $9.99 for it, for access. One-time payment of $9.99 for the premium tier of the Final Fantasy VII Ultimate playthrough on my website. It's going to be on jeremyvandoren.net. That's my main domain where I'm hosting my knowledge products. And I started out with an idea for a video series just about Antinet and knowledge management for like engineering and stuff. But this is so much more fun and so much more personal and enjoyable to me. So tune in, subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribe to me on Twitch. Follow this channel so you can get notified when I go live 1 or 2 or 3 times a week as I continue to crush Final Fantasy and get help from my good friend Zen Intrude, the person who actually knows more about Final Fantasy than I do. We're gonna continue to do something amazing here. And once I know all there is to know about Final Fantasy VII by playing it in real life, I'm gonna play the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth remake for PS5 and see how that stacks up to what we have discovered by playing through Final Fantasy VII in real life. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to press the reset button and save the state right here. I will see you next time.